and I just got out of a... Is it an episode? Is it a depressive episode? If it's been like 4 years. This video was not planned. Pardon the interruption, but I just wanted to let you know that this video takes place in the past, specifically in June of 2021. That is so embarrassing. The entire edited video has been sitting on my computer for the past 2 years. I'll explain later. Hope you enjoy the video. It's been 2 years in the making. It's like Avatar Part 3. I thought the book was coming out on the 6th, so do not perceive my hair. Like, you're allowed to perceive the rest of me, but do not perceive my hair. If you make a comment or even think about my hair in this video at all, you're homophobic. I'm sorry, it's Pride Month. Which leads me to the main part of this video. One Last Stop just came out.
Gay right.
If you watched any of my other videos, really, I talk about, at some point, probably, about Red, White, and Royal Blue, which is probably my favorite book of this year and one of my favorite books of all time. I read it in February twice, maybe 3 times, and then I read it again in April, and I think I read it again the next month, and that's been my life ever since. So when Casey mcquiston announced that they were working on another book, I was like, oh, let me pre-order it. I pre-ordered it, and I pre-ordered it from Book Depository, which means that it's gonna get here in 2 months. So I'm gonna have to bow down to Jeff Bezos.
Amateurs can fucking suck it, fuck their wives, drink their blood. Come on, Jeff, get 'em!
It had to happen at some point.
To a trash can inside the Popeyes Louisiana kitchen at the corner of Parkside and Flatbush Avenues. Seeking young single roommate for 3-bedroom apartment upstairs. Must be queer and trans friendly. No Libras, we already have one.
I am very much procrastinating this. So I'm 21, but I'm still a freshman. You might be like, why? I don't know why. Basically, the first year I switched my major from astronomy to English, and then the next 3 years. Oh my god. And then for the next 3 years, I kept dropping out before even taking my first midterms because I was either depressed, stressed, or a mess. And this year, we're already like halfway through the semester, and I still have not attended a single class, handed in a single paper or anything. So now I have to email my teachers and be like, hey, I know you don't even know my name, but like, is there any chance that I might not waste another year of my life? Oh yeah, I forgot to say that. I'm about to fail all of my classes. So, or I'm fucked and I have to take my finals in June. 4 finals in the same week and more intensive than the rest of my classmates. And you might be like, why would you do a reading vlog instead of doing your like college stuff? See, if I don't do a reading vlog, I'm not gonna hold myself accountable, and if I don't hold myself accountable, I will drop out again.
You just don't get it.
And I just got out of a... Is it an episode? Is it a depressive episode? If it's been like 4 years. I just got out of an existential crisis. Let's put it that way. I don't know what the hormone I'm lacking is, honestly. But whatever it is, I think I have just enough of it to like either do the thing that they asked me to and like save my grades somehow miraculously, or just start studying until June. Which, like, I hope. Wait, we're all Okay, I checked. I have to take them in July. That's still not enough fucking time. So I'm gonna have to email them tomorrow. And as soon as they reply, just start working. I'm probably gonna have to take the fucking finals, and I have less than a month for that. Oh my god. I could just be like, well, it's Pride Month, so if you fail me, you're homophobic. Sadly, I think all of my teachers are gay, so don't think that one's gonna work. See you tomorrow. Maybe I'll die in my sleep. That'll kind of solve all my problems. But I want to finish reading this book first, so...
She sees the look on August's face and laughs. I'm joking. I mean that.
The quick update. I'm gonna leave my dad in charge of his Zoom class for the first time ever. I have to buy milk and apparently bacon because I want to make the Sue special tomorrow, and apparently it has bacon and maple syrup, which sounds disgusting, but okay, I'm gonna do it. I'll try to be back before he needs me. I also have to buy my sister her birthday present. So far, August is kind of living the dream life. She just got to New York. She has amazing roommates. Like the first night she got there, she got a job. Don't really have much of an opinion on her yet, but I'm happy for her. Love her roommates. Jane kind of sounds like she's hot as fuck, and that's it so far. So yeah, kind of wasted a lot of time doing nothing. But I made my bed, so I'm gonna call that a productive morning.
Maybe it's that she's starting to feel like an extra. Surrounded by people loving and being loved in all their messy, unpredictable ways. And she doesn't trust or understand it. Or maybe it's that she wants to.
My intro to literature professor was basically like, yeah, you're right. You haven't handed in a single assignment, and I don't know why you think you're gonna, like, there's anything left for you to do at this point. And I don't blame her. I would have said it. She just implied it. My German literature professor, however, he was like, it's fine. You can just catch up the next week and you'll be fine. His profile picture on our, like, school site is literally him in drag, which is kind of iconic and kind of why I took his class in the first place.
Shout out to the gay.
So yeah, I'm probably gonna pull an all-nighter today, try to catch up with the rest of the class. Don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that in one night because it's been 2 months, but we'll see. It's been a very emotionally taxing day, and I already emailed my professor, so I have to do it. And also I went outside, which I haven't done in like a month. Granted, it was like 2 blocks to the store, but still I went outside. So I just need a little bit of sapphic-ness in my life right now.
Jane's leaning against a pole, leather jacket shrugged down to her elbows and backpack slouching off one shoulder, headphones on, black hair falling in her eyes as she nods to the beat. And it's just hope. August looks at her, and hope blooms like crepe myrtle blossoms between her ribs, like fucking flowers. How absolutely mortifying.
It's currently 5 a.m. and I need to go to bed. I still have a lot of energy because I chugged like a whole liter of coffee, but I've been rereading the same paragraph for the past 20 minutes and I still don't get it. I speed run through Romanticism, Russian formalism, Czech structuralism, and other isms. So I think now's a good time to stop and take a break. Run away with us for the I'm gonna set my alarm at 7, but I can't promise that I'm gonna wake up because I have a whole thing. I technically have to go to the doctor for it. My body doesn't rest. It's a whole thing with like anemia and like my respiratory system apparently doesn't work. I'm gonna try to finish the book tomorrow, and then I'm gonna edit, and then I'm gonna study for like the rest of the week and the weekend and the rest of the month. I'm gonna go to bed. Hope I wake up at 7. If I don't, it's just a sign from God telling me if you eat a sandwich for breakfast, you're gonna throw up. That's a problem for tomorrow, Sophie, actually. Well, 2 hours in the future, Sophie. Casey McQuiston, I can already tell you're gonna break my heart. You need to stop that, please. It's Pride Month. I'm begging you. Give me a break. I need it. In case it wasn't obvious. Okay, I'm gonna finish one last stop, and then I'm gonna reread this.
Gentle piano, a little theatrical. Love of My Life by Queen. How is she supposed to know if, when Jane requests I've got love on my mind, August is supposed to read into the lyrics?
Not gonna lie, I don't see myself liking bacon. I've never had bacon, and it looks kind of disgusting. I used to be a vegetarian, actually, and then the pandemic hit, and my mom was like, okay, you being anemic is like not fun anymore. You're gonna get COVID. So I had to start eating meat, but I still can't get used to it. I burned it. That is so sad.
If you saute scallops in a non-stick pan, they won't stick. That's why it's called fucking non-stick.
I have exactly 2 pieces. Okay. I feel like no matter how good this sandwich is, it doesn't justify the amount of dishes that I'm gonna have to clean. To speed this up, because a cab is gonna come pick us up to go to the airport in like literally an hour, and I still haven't finished packing. I got the book, by the way. Here's a video of me actually eating the sandwich. I don't know if the first time I made it, okay, if I just lost the footage or like what happened, I just don't have it. This is so fucking good. By the way, I forgot how good the sandwich was. I promise it tastes like 10 times better than it looks. Second, hi. I know it's been 2 years since I last uploaded a video. Long story short, I had a little bit of another identity crisis. I'm still majoring in literature, but I'm also going to law school now. So it's actually been kind of great. And I guess I just kind of wanted to make a little video. Wanted to upload all of the videos that I've had in the vault. A bunch of videos that I bulk filmed that I actually really like, and I literally have a pixie cut in these videos. Now my hair is this long. Some of it is my fault, like some of it was literally me about to open up Premiere Pro and going like, oh, identity crisis ensued. Some of it was for like half a year I didn't have a computer because it broke down and I didn't have money to fix it. So shout out to my dad for giving me money to fix my computer. I'll prepare things like months in advance, detailed of what I'm supposed to do each day to keep up an upload schedule. I will set up such like impossible standards that I literally fail like on week 2, and then I'm like, oh well, I'm just gonna give up. So I've decided not to give myself a chance to do that anymore. I'm just gonna upload whenever I can and move on, because this is supposed to be a hobby. I'm treating it like a full-time job. And I have 39 subscribers, like. Let's talk about her. It's just such a good book. I just love how Casey McQuiston writes love. It talks about New York City in a way that it just makes it not suck. It sounds like a city that's full of life and full of people, and the people in there are just in love. I know that a girl got like a lot of backlash on Twitter She got like 40 quote tweets because she said that she preferred Red, White, and Royal Blue over One Last Stop because Red, White, and Royal Blue felt a little bit more like high stakes. The stakes in this book are high. Spoiler alert, Jane, the main love interest, is about to like go back in time to the 70s. I don't know if high stakes is the right word, but just like, I just think that their lives are more extraordinary. That in One Last Stop, everything happens in New York City in 2020. August is just like going to a train and to her apartment and to her job, you know. That's a bit more relatable, I feel like. Red, White, and Royal Blue felt a little bit more high stakes, I feel like, because in general, everything was very removed from every reader's reality. Like, most of us aren't living in a palace or in the White House, you know? I love all of the characters in this book. I'm quite new to the found family trope, to be honest. I've only read like found family stories in like dystopian YA books from when I was like 15. I find that sometimes with these books that have like a lot of characters, sometimes I can get a little bit bored. But in this case, whenever I got a little bit tired of a certain plot, or I was like, oh, like, okay, I'm over this a little bit, the next chapter or the next paragraph would be talking about a different character and whatever they were going through. So that was great. I loved it. August was honestly the character that I have the least things to say about. She's just fine and very lucky. She got a job and a house on her first day in New York, and a found family, and a hot girlfriend too, who is honestly that girl. I forgot to say this, but in every chapter there's newspaper reports or like Craigslist listings or Facebook posts or stuff like that. People that ran into Jane on the subway and they're like, hi, you're hot, I want to go on a date with you. Forget about like gua sha and clean girl aesthetic and almond nails and fucking caramel hair and all that. Become a butch lesbian activist from the 70s with impeccable music taste. I know that some people were a little upset about a specific scene in which Jane gets hate crimed and August kind of acts stupid about it. I think that was kind of the point. If you read it in the context of the book, it's very obvious that it's there to prove that August is being selfish. Like at the beginning, August is like, I need to help this girl, and then she starts to fall in love with Jane and she becomes like really selfish, and then Jane gets hate crimed and August is like, oh, like don't worry about it, like this would never happen again, like it's fine, whatever. And Jane is like, fuck you. There's like a conversation there about why August is being ignorant. I've said this before, Red, White, and Royal Blue is my favorite book of all times, but I'm not like, oh yeah, the politics in that book are perfect. Casey McQuiston keeps writing, I haven't read Sarah Wheeler, by the way, disclaimer. She keeps writing her black characters to be kind of manic pixie dream girls or boys, and I'm like a little about that. Like, if you analyze each character like individually, they are quite different. It's not like she writes them all the same. It's just a little something that I've noticed. We have Nico and Mila. They're really cute. They're kind of that couple that is like either unbearable or super sweet and nice. Luckily, they're super sweet and nice, and I love them, and I hope they're together forever. At the beginning, I was a little bit like, oh, this is giving like Carrie and Big. You know, like unavailable rich guy and interesting person who knows how to dress. Honestly, Wes ended up kind of being like if Obi from the Gossip Girl reboot was likable. I kind of found myself really caring about their conversations and the conversations that they had about each other with other characters. I didn't expect to care that much about their relationship, honestly. Wait. My favorite thing about August actually is how she talks about Jane. They're on the subway, obviously, and she says, even the emergency lights seem to glow brighter. Jane is lightning on long legs. The dark never stood a chance. I'm actually gonna end the video here because that is so cute. Like this video if you like this video. Have a good day, night, whenever you're watching this. Remember to read this book immediately if you haven't already. And always remember to follow Harry Styles' advice. Bye!
Subscribe to this channel.
I left a blood stain on that booth over there. I kissed that bartender. That one slept on my couch last week. Anyone who says punk isn't queer doesn't know what punk is.